Hello students, in this session we are going to talk about photosynthesis, majorly photosynthesis in higher plants. So let us get started. Before which, you are well aware of two main things which are the two words that are there in the chapter, that is photosynthesis in higher plants. So you already know this one life process, that is photosynthesis, which is a type of nutrition that we see in the green plants, right? We would see this entire process in more detail in the higher plants. Starting with, what is photosynthesis? I am aware that you already know what is this process, that is photosynthesis. But let's get into detail of it. The image in front of you shows when light falls on the green part of the plant in the presence of carbon dioxide, water and light, and apart from that the green pigment, that is chlorophyll, that's in the chloroplast cells, oxygen is given out and carbohydrates are formed. So these are the products, oxygen and carbohydrates. Majorly, carbohydrate is that desired product, whereas oxygen is the byproduct, and the raw materials that we see over here, that's light from the sun, carbon dioxide from the air, water from the roots is being absorbed. So students, photosynthesis is defined as the process by which the green plants, that's the algae, diatoms and certain forms of bacteria, make their food in the form of carbohydrates from carbon dioxide and water in the presence of the chlorophyll pigment, which is present in the chloroplast cell, using energy captured from the sunlight by chlorophyll and releasing excess oxygen as a byproduct. Students, this little amount of the oxygen is already used by the plants for their respiration, and the surplus amount is given out outside in the atmosphere on which we thrive. Higher plants, also known as vascular plants, meaning they have well-developed vessels in order to conduct water, right? And hence we call them as vascular plants. Higher plants, also known as vascular plants, are the large group of plants that have a vascular tissue. Now, if I say what are the vascular tissues, can you use your brains and tell me what are the vascular tissues? Can you just name the two vascular tissues? We will see the two vascular tissues further. So yes, these higher plants, which are the group of plants that have the vascular tissues with veins to distribute the resources, whatever food or any gases or water, any substrate, any substance can be transferred from one place to another through these vessels. All living organisms, students, you know, require energy. Energy is required by every living organism in order to do any of their life activities, and this energy directly or indirectly comes from the sun. I tell you how. Either, so we don't have this equipment, we are not well equipped by all the we cannot convert the light energy into energy or in food, but the producers can, the green plants can, some bacteria can, they can convert these radiations or the light energy into chemical energy, and further we depend upon these producers for our food. So we are dependent on the sun for energy directly or indirectly. If it's plants, it's directly, and if it's we, the heterotrophs, then it's indirectly. The green plants, they are unique. They are unique in their own way, in the respect that they synthesize food in the presence of sunlight from simple substances like carbon dioxide and water. So just two raw material in the presence of chlorophyll and sunlight, you get food. So that's amazing. Photosynthesis is the only process of biological importance that can actually harvest energy from the sun. Now, as you can already see this very chain there, where you can see producers eaten up by the primary consumers, eaten up by the secondary consumers. When they die, they are being eaten up by bacteria and fungi because they decay, their bodies decay, right? So this is a cycle. What type of cycle it is? It's a nutrient cycle, as you can clearly see. So energy stored as chemical energy in the food, that's carbohydrates, fats, proteins, by photosynthesis is released into the living cells during the process of respiration, and then further it has been used to generate the heat or converted into energy rich compound, either ATP, which is universally we know ATP, adenosine triphosphate, or it could be NADP. Remember, these are the two compounds that are the form of energy storage.